In security, nothing exists without a reason, and that reason is almost always an asset. Before we talk about attacks, defenses, or threats, we must answer a more fundamental question. What are we trying to protect? That is where assets come in. An asset is anything that has value and therefore needs protection. In security, assets are the targets, the things attackers want to steal, disrupt, manipulate, or destroy. Assets are not limited to computers or data. They include information, systems, services, people, and even reputation. In cybersecurity and infosec, assets are usually grouped into a few broad categories. First, information assets. These include data such as personal information, credentials, financial records, source code, intellectual property, and confidential documents. Information is often the most valuable asset because it can be copied, sold, leaked, or abused without being physically stolen. Second, system assets. These are the hardware and software systems that store, process, or transmit information. Servers, laptops, mobile devices, cloud platforms, databases, and applications all fall into this category. If a system is compromised, the assets it hosts are usually compromised as well. Third, service assets. Services provide functionality, websites, APIs, payment systems, authentication services, and internal business processes. Even if no data is stolen, disrupting a service can cause financial loss, legal issues, or loss of trust. Fourth, human assets. People are often overlooked, but they are critical assets. Employees, administrators, developers, and users all possess knowledge, access, and decision-making power. At the same time, humans can also be the weakest link, which is why social engineering targets people rather than machines. Finally, intangible assets. These include reputation, brand trust, compliance status, and business continuity. A single security incident can damage an organization's reputation far more than the direct technical impact. Not all assets have the same value. Asset value depends on factors such as sensitivity, criticality, replaceability, and impact if compromised. Losing a public blog post is very different from losing a customer database or encryption keys. Once assets are identified, security teams can decide how to protect them, using controls like access management, encryption, backups, monitoring, and segmentation. Security is not about technology first, it is about value first.